Hello fellow Sudokans and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Sunday the 25th of August 2024. I hope you are keeping well. Sunday afternoon, we're about to go into the evening here. Evening is almost here. The cat has just come back from the hospital. I was planning to ask the vet if he really needed to come in twice a week for his long injections, and she preempted me by saying he has to come in quickly he does have to come in for twice a week, continue with medicine. It's been really expensive week for me for the cat. Anyway, we have no choice. So there's that. What's going on in the world? As we know, many parts of Asia and Africa are much more attracted by China than they are the Western countries, because China has been using its soft power in an interesting way over the last decade or 15 years, something like that, maybe about 10 to 15 years, building infrastructure and large projects and things like that, which are really helpful to those countries. Doesn't mean that China doesn't want anything in return. They certainly do. But the way that they get it is, through soft power rather than the threat of military aggression or using the IMF to kill a country's economy, as so often happens from Western countries. So you can see why countries are quite well attracted towards China, but there may sometimes be a price to pay. According to an article in the Observer, China is possibly playing both sides in Myanmar, because China is really protective of its infrastructure projects, and so Myanmar is really split at the moment. The government controls some sections of the country, the rebels control large sections of the country, and so China is protecting its infrastructure in whatever. So it's helping the government and funding, and possibly with weapons or whatever in certain areas, and then also similarly doing likewise with the rebels in certain places, according to an article in the Observer. So that's quite interesting. So it doesn't mean that when you agree to nice terms with China that they will always be that nice to you, but as I said, it's quite an attractive proposition when compared to what the West often does to poorer countries. Alright, let's get on with the game of Sudoku, shall we? I can see two things. I see the ones blocking across here like this and down here, and that's going to give me a 1 here, and then directly after that I see the 7s blocking across here, and that's going to give me a 7 there. I noticed those two things whilst chatting to you about China, or rather an article on China, I should say. 4 blocks these 3 squares here, and that's going to give me a 4 in that square there. We need a 9 as one of these empty squares here, so we've got 9s blocking both of those squares, so we'll get a 9 there. The missing squares contain the squares are still there. The gaping hole in the block contains 2 and 8, and so these squares are 3, 5, 6. Of which we know not much. We have 8 blocking across here. That's going to give us an 8 here. We have 2 blocking down here. That puts 2 in that square, leaves us with a 5 here. 4 blocking across these 2 rows, puts a 4 over here. Two blocks across these 2 rows here, that gives me a 2 there. I think I'm going to have to go through bit by bit and see if I spot anything new. 1 blocking down here, 1 up there, gives me a 1 in that square. Oh, we've got a pair of 2, 4 across here and 2 and 4 down here. So that's a pair of 2 and 4. Does it give me anything new? I don't know. These squares are not 2 or 4. They must be 3, 6, 9. So we've got 6 down here. There's the 6. And now we have 3 and 9 in those squares. 9 across there. There's our 9. There's our 3. This will be a 3 to complete the row here. Excuse me. So we're missing 7 and 8 up here. This is 7 and 8. 3 and 6 block across here, so 3 and 6 in those squares. 3, 6, 7, 8. 3, 6, 7, 8. So this is 4 and 9 in those squares. So 9 blocking across here, and 9 blocking across here, and 9 up here gives me 9 there. And 4 in those squares, blocking across here and up there to the top gives us a 4 in that square. 4 across here and up these 2 columns, put 4 there. 1 blocking across here and up there, says that's a 1. No completed digits just yet. What did I say here? 4 or 9, didn't I? So this, and this cannot be 4 or 9. So we're looking for 5, 7, 8. Any help on 5, 7, 8? I think not. Yes, 5 blocking this square, 5 blocking this square. So there's a 5. And now we're left with 7, 8, and 7, 8 like that. Missing digit here is 6, so 6 in one of these squares blocking down, 6 up, 6 across there, there's a 6. And the last digit we need here is 7. Seven blocking up here, there's a 7. This was 7 or 8, wasn't it? So the 7 blocking across there puts 7 in that square, 8 in that square. This is 2, 5, this is 1, 8. But we don't have the info over here just yet. Five up here, 5 across there, there's a 5. 5 down here, and 5 across there, gives us 5 in that square. This was 2 and 8, so the missing number here has to be 6. 6 up here, 6 down here, 6 across there and there. Says this is a 6. 7 blocks this square and this square here, so in this row there's the location of 7. Seven across here, across there and up there. Says this is a 7. 7 up there, 7 across there. 7 is our first completed digit. 3 blocks up here, so here's our 3. The last number to get here is 8. Here we still need a 1. 1 blocks across here. Here's our 1. The missing number here is 8, I think. 8 across here means in this column there's our 8, and this will be a 2. 2 blocking up here puts 2 that square. 2 across there's the 2. Missing number here is a 5. 5 across and 5 down gives us 5 in that square. 1, 5 and 7 are finished. 3 blocks across here, that gives us a 3 there, and the missing number here is another 8. So 8 across here and there says this is 8. We still need 8. Oh yeah, up there. 8 blocking across, there's an 8. And this will be a 6. Still need a 6 in this row. Up here we need 3, I think. 3 blocking down and across there gives us 3 in that square. We just need 2, 4 and 9 left. What about this row here? We need a 2 for this row here. 2 blocks down there, there's our 2. We need a 4 to go here, 4 blocks and get up and gives us 4 there, and 9 here and there finishes our Los Angeles times expert level puzzle for a Sunday. Thank you for joining me. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe, and if possible share the channel somewhere with a friend or not an enemy. We don't want any enemies on this channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.